Good morning. It's our first day with the new green screen. I'm trying to figure this out. It's pretty damn cool, though. Hi, Chucky. Good morning. When Chucky was driving with a cracked windshield, the cops told him he didn't yield. I think we are good. Welcome to your Thursday Ignorance is No Excuse podcast. We'll be starting the show in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out this green screen here. I got some cool stuff to put up here. Let's see. I'll just mess with it while we're setting up here. This is my mask.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with?
Pac-Man. I want to eat everybody. This is pretty cool.
Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? 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 Who you wanna roll with?
Good morning. Yes. This is great. So I'm just showing movies behind me. I don't know what to use behind myself here, but I'm just showing an old Ignorance is No Excuse wheelchair war video. Why not? I'll find something cool to put. I got a bunch of stuff to put up here, but let's just let's PPP first. First things first. Step one. And I got this Puffco Peak, and it's really cool. Hold on. You wake it up, and my phone talks to my bong. My phone. Look, you start it. You start, and it warms up my bong for me. It's the coolest thing ever. It's heating up my bong right now. It's heating up my rig. I set it at 5:55. Throw a little dab in there. Oh, wow. Whoa, that's cool when I blow smoke at the camera. Whoa. Hey, that's pretty cool. It's literally my first day with the green screen. All these years, I've said that I've been doing this kind of stuff. Doing audio and video for 40 years. And I've never had a green screen before. I never had a green screen. So I bought it from China. It took like 3 months to get here. I got the green screen. I have no idea what I'm doing. I hooked it up. I played with it last night and it figured it out. I have no idea what I'm doing. But it's pretty cool because I can watch, videos in the back. I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't. But I'm figuring it out. Figure it out together with me. Oh, man. What's going on, everybody? We've had a very busy last few weeks. Excuse me, going to Hackettstown, going to all these ignorant councils that are banning cannabis, and then are banning the First Amendment. Yeah, they're banning the First Amendment. We cannot speak in some towns. We're compiling a list, and we're going to go get an attorney, and we're going to sue all of these towns. We're going to sue everybody. Because this is bullshit, that we are losing our constitutional rights to speak at these meetings. And nobody seems to be up in arms. Nobody seems to care that, that we can't speak at these meetings. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. It's bad enough that we have to fight for our cannabis rights, but now we have to fight for our First Amendment rights, and y'all are just going to sit there and not even do nothing about it. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that the same 5 people are out here coming to these meetings, fighting for rights, and nobody else is coming out here to these meetings. I don't get it. It's one-click activism. And you're just going to watch our rights be eroded away and watch us get beat down every week and not do anything. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at some of you out there that don't do enough. Because some of you don't. Your activism is at a all-time low. And it's upsetting to me to see some of you all not... I mean, we got people coming out that are sick, that are suffering, that are fighting for their lives. Not only fighting for their rights, they're fighting for their lives. You can't come out and help. Poor Marina and Jamie got shut down. Couldn't even speak at the meeting. Couldn't even speak. That doesn't upset you? It doesn't alarm you that a patient with cancer wants to tell her story to Hackettstown? A patient with cancer wants to talk about their medical cannabis ban and why they shouldn't ban it, and they shut her down. They shut her down. They shut Jamie down. That doesn't alarm you? You should all be up in arms about this. I'm shocked that people are not upset, more upset than me. I'm upset. And I'm just shocked there's not more people out there upset about this. It's not just Hackettstown. It's Union Township. They make you write a letter. You can't even talk to the council. It's bad enough they can't see you, but now you can't see them and hear them. You have to write a letter to the clerk, and the clerk gets to read your letter to the council. That's pathetic. That is not the First Amendment. That is bullshit. It says right here. Governor Murphy signed order, was it 107? I think it was order 107. Great, I lost it. It says, it's on my page. It's probably up here. And it talks about freedom of speech. It's very important to have freedom of speech at these meetings. And for them to take it away from us, where the heck was it? Hold on. It's not a big deal. I'm just trying to find the quote. The actual... well, it's on my page. Murphy said it. And it's about your freedom of speech. And it should not be encumbered in any way. And that's what they're doing at these meetings. They're using technology. They're using Corona as an excuse to take away your rights. I am just shocked that more people are not up in arms about this. It's like, you know, we're out here fighting alone again. I feel like we're fighting alone out here. The same sick and suffering people. And that we're losing 1 out of 10 patients are dying. And you all saw that last year. We lost a lot of friends last year. We need people to step up, not step back. We need people to step up. I see too many people stepping back and stepping off and stepping out. Well, let's step up and help. Stepping back. Never heard such shit in my life. Now's not the time to step back. Time to step forward and be loud and get in these people's faces. It's disgusting what they're doing to us in these meetings, and our rights are being violated. Terrible. They're forcing people to give their phone numbers now. They're forcing women to give their addresses. Okay, then the women I know are not want to give their address to a bunch of dirty old men. They don't want to do that. So now when they give their address, now they want their last 4 digits of their phone number. So now you have their address, you have the last 4 digits of their phone number. So it's pretty simple to figure out the rest of their numbers. There's only a couple of options. So the first 3 numbers. So basically they have your home address and your phone number now. There's no privacy. It's a public meeting, I get it. But what I'm saying is, next time you go to a public meeting, use the mayor's address. Use the mayor's phone number. Because I'm going to find out the mayor or council's phone number. And I'm going to start throwing them a curveball like they throw us. I'm going to start using their phone numbers and their addresses and see how they like it. Because they're not going to like it either. It's bullshit. It's another way for them to erode our rights and to make us feel uncomfortable to speak at these meetings. We should have a right to speak and not have any obstacles in our way. We shouldn't need a password to get into a meeting. We need passwords. Actual passwords to get into a public meeting. And if you don't have the password, you can't get in. If you don't email the clerk in time, you don't get in. That's not public access. I don't know what the hell that is. But this is your government. This is your government. And you're going to let this fly? You're going to let this stand? I don't get it, man. Hold on. Yes, I'm shirtless. Chris, this Peak Pro is amazing. I got to tell you. It's the best thing ever. I'm going to be using it in a minute. I'm going to... all right. Hang on. Okay, I'm worried. Yeah, they were very abusive to Marina. Marina's worried that they will always be on Zoom or over the phone. This is the new thing here. I think it'll be a hybrid of both. They're going to have both at some time. But you know, when they said you need the last 4, I really thought they were going to say Social Security number. When they said last 4 numbers, I'm like, oh my God, they want my Social Security number. No, they want your phone number. The phone number. So you have no privacy now. Absolutely zero privacy. It's disgusting. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it how more patients are not getting involved and getting more pissed off at this stuff. Because this just drives me crazy. This drives me crazy. We can't even talk about cannabis. In these towns that have banned medical cannabis, we can't talk about it. They shut down 2 patients from talking about it, telling their story. They said, it's not story time. Where the hell's that video?
Ask them to reconsider Mark,
the prohibition on cannabis.
Mark, let me ask you a question. Will you spend a day in a wheelchair? Will you spend
This
with
is
me?
the
With
time
me?
and the place. No,
With,
you know.
no,
Now-
you won't. You won't.
Now,
Mr.
not?
Grimes, this is public comment. It is not a question.
You're interrupting me. You're interrupting me.
I feel like I'm
Because you're
in,
gone beyond the bounds.
I feel like I'm in the principal's office.
This is public Grimes.
Why
Mr.
not?
Grimes, this is public comment. It is not a question.
You're interrupting me.
This is
You're
like high
interrupting
school.
me.
I feel like I'm in high
Because you're
school.
gone.
Why
Mr.
not?
Grimes, this is public comment. It is not a question.
You're interrupting me.
What is
You're
this?
interrupting me.
Because you're gone beyond the bounds of what this.
No, we
Who
haven't.
decides
comment
that?
is about.
Who decides that?
I think right now
Oh.
I am. Bill, you can
Which
sign.
songs?
I think I do. He's I think I do. You better think harder, because you know what? When you think, when you think, Mr. Mark Peck, when you think, you weaken the nation. That's right, Mark Peck. When you think, you weaken the nation. You make us all more ignorant when you think, because you oh my God. I think I'm the dictator here. I think I'm in charge here. I have the button. I have the button I can hit here, and I can make Mr. Grimes go away. Mr. Grimes! Mr. Grimes! This is a public meeting. This is not story time, Mr. Grimes.
Mr. Grimes,
Mr. Grimes! This is not story time, Mr. Grimes.
this is public comment.
This is public comment, Mr. Grimes.
Mr. Grimes, this is public
Mr.
comment. It is not a
Grimes.
question.
You're interrupting me. You're interrupting me.
Because you're gone beyond the bounds of
I want to sing a song. I wonder if I should sing a song next time. I should go back there and sing a song. I really should. You know, I have a right to sing if I want to.
You won't. You won't.
Mr.
not?
Grimes,
Mr. Grimes!
this is public comment. It is not a question.
You're interrupting me. You're interrupting me.
Because you're gone beyond the bounds of what this
Who
public
decides
comment
that?
is about.
Who decides that?
I think right now.
I think I do. I think I can do that. I think that is my job now. I'm going to decide what you can say at the public meeting. Mr. Grimes.
Now I am. Bill,
They
you can
went
sign.
with songs to the battle. They were young, slim.
Okay, we'll move on to our next.
Foe.
Anyone else there that
They
has a
fell with
comment?
their faces to the foe.
They kept muting me, and I kept unmuting myself to say the Ode of Remembrance from World War I. It's a poem written for World War I vets that these people in Hackettstown cut it off. And this is not only did they ban medicine for disabled war vets, they actually they took away the song and the poem made for disabled war vets and deceased war vets. I think commies treat their vets better than Hackettstown. Commies.
We're not old, as we that are left grow old. Do not marry them, nor the years condemn.
They kept
At the
muting me.
going down of the sun and of the moon.
This is incorrect
Mute
conflict.
the guy.
Mute the guy! Hey, yeah! Mute the guy! Mute the guy!
That's my story.
This is the most disgusting one right here. This is Marina trying to tell her
Anyone else
story.
from the public?
This is Marina trying to tell her story about what she's a cancer survivor. She wanted to tell her story about cancer and how their medical cannabis ban is hurtful, and she wanted to talk about what her struggles were and how her struggles were with her amputation and all the things that she has to go through in life. She wanted to tell her story, and this is what happened.
Yes, I would like to speak.
This is disgusting.
Sure.
My name is Marina Redman. I'm at 3 Burrell Square, Parley, New Jersey. I'd like to discuss medical marijuana and how much it's helped me.
We just went over this and we realized that.
I
We're
just
done.
want to discuss my story about having prostate.
We're done. We're done here. We don't want to hear from you. We're done.
cancer.
We're done. This is for the.
We're done.
This is for discussion about the town of. This is for the. This is for.
Prostate cancer.
We're done.
This is for.
We're done. We're done. We're done.
We're
done.
We haven't even started yet. We're done? She hasn't even... She literally got 2 freaking words out. 2 words out! And she's done? No, she's not done. You don't decide when she's done.
This is for
Idiots.
discussion about the town of Hackettstown, not individual issues.
I know
If
that.
it doesn't have anything to do with Hackettstown,
Oh, this has nothing to do with the disabled war vets in Hackettstown. You got no cancer in Hackettstown. You got no sick people in Hackettstown. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. Nothing to see here in Hackettstown. We don't want to talk about this kind of stuff in Hackettstown. I know 2/3 of you want legal cannabis, but not in this town. Damn hippies. You damn hippies. We're done. We're done, you
and
hippies.
then we
It does
are
have,
going to move on. We could hear that at a different time.
but it does.
Oh, yeah, you can wait. Why don't you wait? Why don't you keep waiting, Marina? Why don't you wait some more? Keep waiting. Wait, wait as long as Jeff did. Jeff fucking died waiting for compassion, and he didn't get it. Yeah, keep waiting. Let's keep fucking waiting.
Does have to do
Keep
with
fucking waiting.
Hackettstown. I'm sure people in your town do have or on medical marijuana.
Right, and we already 2 previous callers discussed this. We don't need to discuss again. We understand that it's something that's important, and then we may need to revisit it.
But why?
He says, you're not helping your cause here. Was he talking to the mayor? Was he talking? I think he's talking to the mayor. You can't be talking to Marina, who just wants to tell her story about her cancer, her surviving cancer, and losing a leg. Maybe she's hurting her cause by talking about that? No, you must be talking about the mayor hurting his cause and his re-election prospects now for disrespecting a cancer survivor, right? Right? I think so. I think so. There's no way he's talking about Marina. No way. That can't be.
Need to revisit it.
Yeah, you're not helping your cause here. You're not helping your cause.
Need to revisit it. Need to revisit it.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Mayor, you're
But why
not
can't
helping.
I tell my story? I mean, it's just.
We don't want to hear it.
Mayor, may I?
We don't want to hear it.
This is not the forum. Mayor, may I?
We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it.
Mayor,
wanna hear it?
may I? Because this is not the forum for personal storytelling. This is the public comment period of the municipal council meeting. If you have some comment relevant to a municipal policy or municipal issue that hasn't already been covered, such as the current prohibition on marijuana in the town's zoning ordinance, in which the council has already said they're open to revisiting. There's no need to keep revisiting, restating the same thing over and over again. And as for your personal,
Well, who's restating it? I don't have cancer. I wasn't talking about my cancer. She doesn't get to talk about what's wrong with her. She doesn't get. Why doesn't she get to speak? I don't get it.
personal story, I'm sure it's very compelling, but it has no business here.
No business. We don't want to hear your story in Hackettstown because it doesn't fly with our agenda, with our master plan. Sounds more like a master race kind of deal. Keep out those black and brown people, right, Hackettstown? Keep the status quo going, right, Hackettstown? Keep the Harry Anslinger legacy going, right, Hackettstown? Wow. Well, we're not done. Wait, there's more.
Ouch. That's like one of the most meanest things anyone has ever said to me.
It's one of the heinous things I ever heard in my life. How do you sleep at night? I know probably what he does, but yeah.
Thank you, Mark, for your wise statement.
Thank you, Mark, for your wise statement. Disrespecting cancer patients and people suffering and disabled war vets. Thank you, Mark. Comrade Mark. Thank you.
Keep it up. You know, I'm sympathetic, but there's a time and
I'm so damn sympathetic, I can't stand it. Oh, I'm so fucking sympathetic.
place for everything. And you're exceeding the bounds of this time and this place.
The way I'm hearing you and the tone of voice isn't compassion. It's hatred towards people who have...
It's not hatred, but...
It's not hatred, I'm not mad. Shut up. Get out of my meeting. Shut up. I'm not emotional. This is not a place for emotion. We do not get emotional at council meetings. Ah!
It's not compassionate either. This is...
Wow. This guy's lost his fucking nuts.
It's hatred towards people who have...
It's not hatred, but it's not...
Wow. I mean, does this bother anybody else? Is this... Am I the only person this is bothering?
What's going on up here?
These people.
Not compassionate either. This is neither a place for... It's not an emotional place. This is a municipal...
This is not an emotional place.
As you spit and yell and scream. Oh my God.
council
This
meeting.
is not an
If you
emotional
want
place.
compassion, go talk to your religious advisor.
If you want compassion, go talk to Jesus. That's the best advice I heard all day. If you want compassion, go talk to God. Well, yeah, obviously. Duh. But when I'm done talking to God, I want to kind of talk to the people that are hurting us. Okay, so God's helpful, but you're hurtful. So we want to talk to you now because you're being hurtful, and we want to talk to you now. Okay, we did talk to God, and God told us to talk to you. God told all of us to go to this council meeting to talk to you and remind you that you're one of God's children, and you need to have compassion for your brothers and sisters, which you've lost your way there, Mr. Peck. You've totally lost your way.
Not the Hackettstown Council. Talk to your own mayor and council.
We have.
Excuse me, you're yelling and screaming at me. You're the one who's getting... Thank you. God bless you.
Wow.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Peck, for your...
They're laughing. 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 They're laughing.
Is there anyone else?
Did you hear
in the
that?
public
Can you hear them laughing?
Birds. Is there anyone else? Your
Like three people laughing.
Mr. Peck, for your thank you, Mr. Peck, for your...
Thank you, Mr. Peck, for really telling that cancer patient off. That was a good one. Can't wait to see you at the bar later, and we'll laugh about it some more.
No, it's actually fuck cancer, not fuck cancer patients. You got it wrong. You got it wrong, Hackettstown. It's fuck cancer. That's it. Stop. Fuck cancer. Stop. Hashtag fuck cancer. Stop. It's not hashtag fuck cancer patients. It's not hashtag fuck cancer survivors. It's hashtag fuck cancer. Okay? Let's get that straight. Let's move on.
Good job, Mark.
Is there anyone else?
That's so funny, Mark.
A comment or an issue that they would bring to us?
I've had my hand raised for quite some time. I'm not sure what procedures you're following. If my outburst makes me get a turn now.
We subscribe to Robert's Rules of Order, and you're out of order because you didn't give your phone number.
Yes, you may. Your name, address, and last 4 digits of your phone number, please.
My name is Jamie Van Skyver. I'm of Paulsboro, New Jersey, and my phone number is irrelevant. I will not be giving that.
Okay, then we'll put you in the waiting room because we need to know if you're the same person so we can't be interrupted. Is this
I am
about
not
marijuana?
connected by telephone. I am connected by Zoom.
The same person as who? What is that? I don't understand. Same person as who? Same person. She's only one person. She's a public person that wants to speak in a meeting. What more do you need to know? Why do you need her phone number? Bunch of pervs. You're a bunch of pervs. That's what it is. I think they sit back and they say,
hey, let's get some phone numbers tonight. Let's get some numbers of some pretty girls. Come on, Mark. There's a pretty one. Let's get their numbers.
Really? You're disgusting. It's bad enough we got to give our addresses, and you have to have women feel uncomfortable giving their addresses, but now you got to give their phone numbers too? Disgusting, Mark. Disgusting. I don't get it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I talked to Jesus. He said that's exactly it. I just can't believe this. There's no way to find out how many medical marijuana patients. That we'd have to actually go out and canvass the area. We might get numbers, but you won't get their names or anything. So it's HIPAA stuff. Yeah, I'm shocked that they laughed. I mean, playing that tape over and over again, you hear stuff, and the laughing was disgusting. They think it's funny. People suffering with cancer is funny to them. How do you laugh at that? They did. They laughed at that. And it's just surprising that more people are not up in arms. I hope next meeting there's a lot of people there. There should be a lot of people there up in arms. I know there's going to be some people there that are really pissed off, but more people should be pissed off. There should be 100 people there. We have hundreds of people in this patient community, and it's one-click activism. All you have to do is hit a button. You can sit at your couch with your bong. Here, sit home with your peak. Oh, shout out to PG Glass, Primal Glass on Route 10 in Hanover. This thing's great. Uh-oh. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hold on. Oh, jeez. Phone's not ringing. I didn't hear that ring. Yeah, I was shocked that they were laughing. I mean, it takes a lot to shock me. And I love to kid around about a lot of things, and nothing's really off limits, but you're at a council meeting talking about people suffering and some serious business, and they're actually going to laugh? They're going to laugh about a woman with cancer and shutting her down? That's funny? How is that funny? Someday it could be your mother or your grandmother or your sister or your wife or your daughter that's suffering. I hope nobody laughs when that happens. It's not going to feel good. Mark Peck and Mayor, whatever your name is. Hackettstown was disgusting. That was one of the most disgusting ones I've been to. One of the most. There's been a few that have topped that list, and Hackettstown's right up there, man. Disgusting display of human behavior. Disgusting display of Mucho Jesus. Mucho Jesus, what does that mean? Chucky, I'm trying to write a song. Maybe you can help me. I'm messing around with it. I don't know if I can get it right. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like a cockroach, he can no longer walk because he doesn't have, because he lacks marijuana he can smoke. La cucaracha, ya no puedo caminar porque no tiene la falta marijuana que fumar. I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean, mean revolution machine. What people say, they stay, they sway, because today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly distressed, resist, raise your fist and pump like this. Promises, promises all the time. Don't cross the line, cause you know it's mine. Like a roach, like a roach. He can no longer walk, because he doesn't have, because he lacks marijuana he can smoke. La cucaracha, ya no puedo caminar, porque la tiene, porque la falta marijuana que fumar. Smoking marijuana's the American way. I smoke about an ounce of weed a day. Don't care what the government has to say. They don't care about me anyway. Marijuana coming round the bend. Pass it over to me again. It's fun to share it with your friend. Thank God for cannabis. I need help with this though. I'm kind of lost. I'm trying to like put 3 songs together and shoehorn them into here, and it's not working. Bring in the bomb squad, I'm gonna get mine. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't tell me how you've all been down when you smile at my face and you play me like a clown. La cucaracha, la cucaracha, que no fumar. La cucaracha, marijuana que fumar. Let's see. Where's the other one? When Chucky was driving with a cracked windshield, the cops told him he didn't yield. They said, hey, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. I can't do this. We need to, oh, Jesus. We're done. We're done. We can't do that. I need to really work on that. I was just messing around, having fun. I love messing around. Oh, man. So we do have some news stories to get to, and I do have a person calling in a few minutes to talk about how he was arrested in Neptune. Disgusting how he was arrested, and terrible what they're doing, patients. There's a story here. Where is it? Here we go. When Joanne Zito was initially arrested for at-home cultivation nearly 10 years ago, her kids were taken away from her. Though her charge was later downgraded to a low-level possession charge thanks to a grand jury. Yellow. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to hook this up. Why can't I hear you too well? Hold on. Oh, there we go. There we go.
What's up?
Mikey, what's up, brother?
Not much. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. I'm glad you called in.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened to you? Let's talk about what happened to you first of all. You were just like minding your own business, and this is in Neptune, right? This happened?
In Neptune, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you just minding your own business one day, and tell us what the heck happened to you, man. This is terrible. This is a terrible story.
Well, I mean, I pretty much called them because people were trying to break into my house recently. So when I called, I mean, technically I did have a warrant out for something like negligible, which is why they came with the way they did. But when I walked out to talk to them about the people trying to break into my house, you know, they pretty much ignored me and then arrested me for probably 0.5 gram of weed that I had in my pocket. So that's pretty much... They pretty much were like, they were pretty rough with me. I mean, I still have the charge. They didn't drop anything. And then still haven't asked anything about people trying to break into my house. I even had like pictures of them cutting the lock to my door and stuff. have cameras on my house, but couldn't really see anything. But anyway, so that's where I'm at.
I'm just shocked that your house was broken into. You called the cops for help, and they came and arrested you for a gram of weed or half a gram of weed. And this,
the warrant was for I had a DWI case 4 years ago, which I went to court for. They denied me a public defender, even though I couldn't afford one. And then I kind of had to, I was in the process of moving out of my house, and they made my bail. I missed court one day because I couldn't sleep. I had problems sleeping. So I missed court one day, and they made my bail, I think it was $2,000, which I just didn't have for a while because I have a small business, so my money's always tight. And then the one time it kind of came up down here when they called Jersey City, they weren't, they're not worried about it. They're like, well, when he posts his bail, we'll give him a court date. He's obviously not driving. So, I was recently about to try to get back on the road. I just hadn't been driving for a while because I don't have a car anyway. But anyway, so essentially, I was trying to get the thing cleared up actually in the last couple of weeks because they dropped my bail a little bit. I'd been talking to them. And so when they came, I had a warrant out for 4 years ago. So, I can see why they came with 10 cop cars. Because I think all they can see is warrant 2017. So they're probably like, oh man, this kid must have done something bad. It's been 4 years, So I get that point. But, I told them right away, what the warrant was for, which I think they didn't believe me. They were also kind of laughing at me that I was going to be in jail on Christmas, saying that I was going to jail for a long time, having no idea that the warrant was for, a DWI, which, when they called Jersey City, they dropped my bail to 0 and gave me a court date. So, that was cool, I guess, on their part. But, Neptune was, there was one guy named Noah that helped me. He was cool. He's the one who told me about my bail getting dropped. My arresting officer was a complete asshole, though. He's really rough with me getting in the car. Then he said through and stop resisting, obviously, when he pretty much chucked me into the car. So, which, I wasn't doing anything violent whatsoever. It's not a violent offense in the first place, the warrant. Or, you would think if, you're going to go someone on a warrant, you would kind of look up what it was for before getting there, so you know what you're dealing with. But I don't know. I was saying, if you're going to go try to get someone on a warrant, you would think if you were the police, you would look up what the warrant was for, so you know what you would be getting yourself into. It's like, I don't know.
Maybe they thought
it seems ridiculous to me, but I'm just saying.
Maybe they thought you were the person that broke into the house. I don't know what.
Maybe, but.
What the?
But probably not. They came right up and said my name. It seemed like they knew who lived here, so I don't know.
Man.
But regardless, I still have, the charge, and. Even after all this, I understand the whole warrant thing, but, it's once that got cleared up, I was out of the police station in 30 minutes and all, but, it's you could have asked me after, what's going on with the break-in? I even told them I had cameras and stuff, they were just they just didn't care, they didn't even want to know about it.
So,
I'm all right, well. I was let me get this straight. You didn't look for the people that broke in with a knife to cut my door, but you arrested me for a gram of weed. So that's what I said to the sergeant when I was leaving. So I was another great job. I don't know. And I told them too. I was I don't really, I don't like them, and I don't hate them either. And just they make me nervous. I try to stay away from them. So.
Yeah.
I told them, it's I'm not one of those crazy fucking police hating people either. I just kind of and I've had a number of bad experiences in my life, but at the same time, I kind of get it, I lived in Jersey City for years. I know a couple, like my friend's dad's a cop there. He's like real cool. They don't like really bother people for smoking weed and shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm from Bayonne, so I know.
Yeah.
They got more things to worry about in Jersey City and in Neptune than.
I mean, they do have a lot more to worry about in Neptune. I told my friends down here, like, you know, I felt safer in Jersey City sometimes. You know, address too. Like, you know, so bad. I mean, it's bad in Jersey City too. They don't tell everyone everything. It's not on paper and like that anymore. But, you know, those places have gotten a lot better. You know, I just, you know, there's a really bad experience, and you know, I just like I don't really get it. You know, like, so. Anyway, that's what happened. So.
Now this happened Christmas Eve.
Yeah, this happened Christmas Eve because I just, I had like the first, I was at my friend's band show when it first happened, and when I came home, like the door was locked but open, and I could see like the knife mark where they cut the lock. I looked back on my cameras, you know, and you can see someone on my porch that doesn't live here. Just like, you know, it's hard to see. It's nighttime. You know, I had a mask on. Then pretty much what happened on Christmas Eve is that I was hanging out with my buddy, and he knows what happened. So like with people trying to get in, so like when he left, he called me because he was like, "Yo, there's two people standing, you know, two young kids standing in the pouring rain underneath an umbrella." Like, and he stayed in his car and watched them for like 10, 15 minutes, and they're just standing there like staring at my house, like on the corner of my property. So, you know, he called me to tell me, "Hey, you know, be careful. There's like kids in the pouring rain, not moving, just staring at your house." So at that point is when he called the police because someone had already tried to break in like a couple days before that. So I figured, you know, just double check. Seemed like that's what was gonna go down again. So.
Wow. I did an Oprah request to see how many arrests happened in New Jersey after the vote and after the January 1st also, but the vote already happened when you got arrested, so there was really supposed to be a moratorium on arrests. I don't know why they were harassing you.
They're supposed to like use their discretion, which you would think, you know, half a gram of weed or a gram or whatever it was. You know, I know my rights, so I'm like, apparently I know more of the law than them, because it's in the new bill that you're allowed to, I think you're allowed to possess up to 6 ounces.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure up to 5 pounds is a misdemeanor. So, you know, I looked into all that stuff while it was going on. So, you know, which means in my head, up to 5 pounds is like having an ounce of weed now. So, in the grand scheme of things, everyone knows it's not a lot of weed, especially not a gram. Like, so I'm like, yeah, you know, I was like, I'm kind of just like surprised. And I had court for the thing, you know, when I called in for my court case, you know, they did mine first, and they said, you know, whatever, I got to call back at the end of February, waiting for him to sign it, the governor. You know, they're not even arguing about anything to do with me. The reason the bill hasn't passed yet is because they're arguing about how much to fine the underage kids. But so I'm 35 years old, so.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
And the funny thing is like I don't even like really smoke weed like that anymore. I have so much bad allergies and stuff. It's like, you know, someone had given it to me just like as a Christmas present.
Oh.
You know, you know, like I smoke mine like half 10. It's like, oh, I have asthma, so I kind of got to take it easy. I love, you know, I just personally can't smoke that much anymore. Got to take care of my health, but like,
damn.
You know.
What upsets me is that you still have an investigation that's open on who robbed your house. That nobody investigated that.
Well, I mean, no one called me or asked me any questions, so you know, like, I guess not. Like, so
It's
I guess.
ridiculous.
Yeah. So.
They did this in Sparta. My friend was stabbed by his boyfriend in Sparta, and instead of the cops you know, taking care of the stabbing, they found the bongs and the medical cannabis in the jars, and they took all that. That was their concern. So they put, you know, footprints through the crime scene. footprints through the blood on the ground to get to the bongs and the cannabis. That was more important.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Give me a break.
Ridiculous to do that to anyone who's like a non-violent, drug offender. Maybe they have something else in their house. It's just like, they go after like the people who are non-violent because they're easy targets for them and they can actually like do something. But then when it comes to like the people that we really need to worry about, they wouldn't even drive down in their car where I've lived. I lived in Southwest Philadelphia. I lived, in bad parts of Jersey City. Like, these cops wouldn't even drive in their car with a gun where I walked around every day. So, they just, like, prey on the weak. I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm just saying, like, that seems to what goes down in a lot of these towns. So, I don't know.
Well, there's good cops out there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm totally, like I said, I definitely know some, I know some good cops, so I mean, I'm not saying that. It's just like, this experience, and I've had a number of other ones when I was younger that were, ridiculous.
Me too, man.
In Deal, I got pulled over 7 years ago, and they tore their dog with the dog for 4 hours, and like they finally found like it was my sister's bowl that when she sold me the car, she was like, I lost the bowl in the spare tire, and she's like, I've been looking for it for 6 months. So she's like, I can't find it. Just to warn you, there's a bowl somewhere in your trunk. I was like, all right. And then I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
Oh, no.
So they found it after 4 hours.
Oh.
And they charged me with, the reason they called the dog was they said it smelled like weed, and I had my grinder that was brand new with 5 packs of rolling papers from Pipe Down, if you remember, in Long Branch. It was all in the bag, and I just bought it. And they called the dogs, and for 4 hours they finally found the bowl. Then they charged me with 7 counts of paraphernalia because they counted all the packs of the rolling papers. And I told them, if they wanted a big bust, they could go to Quick Check and get like 50 packs of those rolling papers. But so I guess they didn't love me being a wise ass. But anyway, I was like, are you seriously charging me with all this shit? It's in the bag. I don't know. It was like 7 or 8 years ago.
What town was that?
That was in Allenhurst, actually.
Allenhurst.
Yeah. I got pulled over because I was going 30 and a 25, but anyway.
Allenhurst. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. That's like the one that's right in between Deal and Asbury Park. It's like 3 blocks. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah, Asbury Park.
So anyway, just a couple bad experiences, and then it's a bit shaken up, like this whole like month because of people like trying to get into my house. I don't know, but like it's like all it was like different kids. You know what I mean? Like it was like kind of sounds like a gang. So I was like pretty shaken up. Like, hey, don't feel that safe at my house right now. This is weird. Like, I don't know. I have some like, I'm all for the legalization of weed, like I have a big weed sticker on my light outside. So, maybe like, because I smoke weed and shit, but I think it should be legal, which, I have stickers and stuff, but, I don't know.
Are you ever going to call the cops again for any kind of... Do you think that it's going to affect you calling the cops again, or no?
I mean, I have like nothing to hide, so I don't really, care about call. And my warrant's gone now, so would I call Neptune again? Maybe not. Like Jersey City, I never had a problem with anyone. Like anything like that. They're always super nice to me, even when I had my warrant. If I talk to the court people and stuff, they're all just. But, here it definitely would make me second guess it. It's kind of like, I just don't get it. Sounds just like, it's just messed up police over here. I don't know what's going on inside their police department, but it doesn't sound like everyone is a good cop there. Let's just say that.
Is it past the time of you calling this in again? I mean, is there a statute of limitations on this?
I mean, I could call in and see, but what are they going to do now? You know, I mean, it's been, I mean, at this point, it's been a month, since anything happened. So, no one's been trying to get into my house, so I guess.
Well, here's the deal, though. They may have caught somebody breaking in the past few weeks, and those people might be in possession of some of your items. You never know what you can find out, because your stuff is out there, and you're at a loss, and the police are not helping you. I would push this to get the police back there, and I'd film them. I'd film them to make sure they do their job.
I mean,
fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, once I figured out that they cut the lock, I was like, dude, I definitely locked this, and the door was open but still locked. So, I mean, then I looked, you can see the cut in the door frame where they, it broke off, where they broke the lock and they broke the door frame. But, so I had my own cameras up, but, like I said, you can't see much. And I don't know. I mean, like I said, people that are, they might be caught. You're right. I haven't really checked into it. But, chances are if they're going around robbing houses, which it seems like that's like their thing, they could have got caught.
Yeah, it could be a couple of tweakers that are just,
Well, the one day was the first time they came, it was like one kid, and he was different than it was different people than the two kids on Christmas Eve. Because I actually, before I called the cops, I walked out there alone to see what my friend was talking about. And, it's just like young kids. Like, they were like, they were young. It seemed like my guess would have been like 20 or something. But I don't know. I'm like stuck between, I feel like, things have calmed down at least, and they're not coming back. I feel like maybe they thought I had stuff here. I don't know. I have like my t-shirt business. I have like a lot of merchandise and stuff here. So,
yeah.
Maybe who knows what the reasoning was, but it seems pretty calm down here, so that's cool with me, and feel pretty safe now. So I have like my neighbors I know all my neighbors, so that's one plus. We all like live pretty close together, so everything seems like it calmed down, so that's good.
Well, if you do decide you want to call the cops to investigate this, I'll come and film it if you want. And I'll back you up, whatever, man. Because this pisses me off. You have no idea.
Me too. I mean, like, I think we talked about going to like the town council meeting. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea. I'm kind of, I really want to kind of like file a complaint against the arresting officer. I'm just like, nervous that I don't want them like targeting me. I feel like targeted already for nothing.
Yeah, you're ready. They already came for you, bro. They already came for you.
So, I mean, for me to have a complaint, I'm kind of like, ah.
They proved who they are.
Good. If it's in front of the town council and the mayor, they're not.
Right.
They're definitely connected to the police, but they're not in, the police department. So, that might seem like a pretty decent idea, because it's just not fair, and now I got to call every hour when I'm at work. I have to go call this court until this bill gets signed, over nothing. It's like
ridiculous.
I know. I'm hiding my anger well, but I'm pretty pissed off too.
Yeah, let's go to the council meeting. That's a good idea. And we can talk about the break-in there and see if anybody got caught breaking in, and if your stuff has been found, and because you didn't file a complaint, and because you're afraid to, because you're going to get treated like shit by the police, and you shouldn't have to feel like that.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Let's do that. Let's go to the council meeting. I'm ready. Neptune Council, here we come, man. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I'm with you. I mean, that's otherwise, if you don't make a point of it, they're going to do it to someone else. I'm sure they probably did it to other people since Christmas Eve,
Come on.
I'm sure other people have gone through this too. So unless someone said something, they're just going to keep doing it, apparently.
Right.
Who knows? They might just keep doing it after the law is legal. They just seem to like kind of be on their own agenda
Sure.
over here.
Sure. Wow.
Who knows?
Man. Well, I'm sorry you're going through this, bro. You're going to get through this. And it's going to get dropped. It's all going to get dropped eventually.
Yeah, no, I know it's going to get dropped. I mean, I knew there because they were telling me I was going to go to jail for a long time. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm going to be out of there in 15 minutes.
Yeah, come on.
What? I know my rights and stuff, so just what? I was like, why are you telling me I'm going to jail for a long time now? I got real nervous. I was like, what are you guys making up stuff about me or some stuff? Some stuff happened to my dad like a really long time ago around here where they completely made something up that was extremely, extremely serious. That was completely not true. Like, 20 years in jail serious. Wow. And completely not true. Just some like police mob stuff. Like not like, weird shit with his like grandparents and shit going way, way back. So I'm like, I've heard these stories through my family before. And then I got real nervous with him, like, saying I'm going to go to jail for a long time. I'm like, what are these people trying to like make up that I did? Like, it just seems like I don't really get the whole. My parents don't tell me anything a lot about my family history, so I don't know everything. So about the details. And my grandfather, it's like something with my dad and his dad book. Anyway, wow. I'm just like, yeah. I don't feel great. And this is actually not even in Neptune. This is in Ocean Grove, which is part of Neptune, but
okay.
I mean,
okay.
I'm like right up by the beach. It's like extremely nice here. Technically we don't even have a police force. That's why Neptune drives through here. Because it's like a religious town. So.
Yeah, I've been to the church down there a couple of times. It's really nice. That wooden church, I can't believe it's still standing after all these years and after the hurricane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Largest wooden structure in New Jersey.
It's ridiculous. That's so nice. Yeah. It's nice to see a concert there. Like I've seen Christian concerts there, and it sounds so good because it's all wood in there. And it's really cool.
I feel like my parents went to something like the Beach Boys or something played there. I don't know. It's like a long time ago. But yeah, it's like right by there.
Good stuff, man. Well,
anyway.
Mike, we're gonna go to this council meeting. I'll make an event and I'll tag you and we'll raise a little hell. Let's get this.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry I had to go through this, but don't worry, bro.
Appreciate you talking to you and all the help. So, thanks.
Yeah, brother.
Yep. And I'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right, man. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, you too. Bye.
Wow. Yeah. I don't like bad cops. I love good cops. I love good cops that protect your constitutional rights, that believe in that. But I can't stand bad cops. And that's an example of bad cops that make the good cops look bad. The good cops should get these guys out. Get these guys out. These are bums. You don't want these guys in your force. They're making you all look bad. They're costing your town money. Not a good look. Not a good look in Neptune. When you got more things to worry about in Neptune than 2 joints of cannabis. But literally 2 joints. Come on. Well, all right. Smoke them if you got them. Anybody online here? No. Okay. Yesterday, there was a hearing on legalization and home grow. There was a gentleman from New Jersey that is a state trooper who testified against these bills. Wow. Who is Yancey? Kim Yancey? Okay, it was Spencer James, and the Zoom profile he used was a Kim Yancey James. So who are these people that testified? I want to know who these people are that testified. I believe this is up in Maine. Is that where this is? Oh, New Hampshire, sorry. Yeah, we need to know about all the things that are going on the East Coast, because all of these states are going to be affecting each other with their cannabis laws. In Staten Island, when they put a dispensary in Bayonne, people from Staten Island can go to Bayonne and get cannabis, but they can't bring it back to Staten Island. You can't come back with it. You got to use it in Bayonne. Wow, that's something. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Zen Leaf. That church hosted the Mother's Day KKK rally. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Ay. You know, I just put something on my timeline about in 1927, there was a Montana senator and a Texas senator that were saying a bunch of stuff. Let me find it. This is kind of shocking. Where was it? It was on my page. Hold on. If you go to my page, you'll see it. There's a bunch of pictures. I actually took screenshots of this. And what it is, it's an old, not this one. What did I do with it? Oh, it's on Sativa. Sorry, it's on the Sativa group. It's from a book. Cannabis, the something or other book. And I just took some excerpts out of the book. Here it is. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I have it here, but I can't get to it. It's right here. It talks about the racist history of the drug war. Henry Finger, a member of the California Board of Pharmacy and one of Wright's delegates at the Hague Conference, wrote on July 2nd, 1911, "Within the last year, we in California have been getting a large influx of Hindus." That's Hindus, spelled Hindoos. "A large influx of Hindus, and they have in turn started quite a demand for cannabis indica. They are a very undesirable lot, and the habit is growing in California very fast." He went on to say that there was a danger of them initiating our whites into this habit. And it ended, "It seems to be a real question that now confronts us. Can we do anything in The Hague that might assist in curbing this matter?" The Hindus in question were Sikhs and Punjabis who arrived in San Francisco in 1910 as indentured laborers and caused a furor. They were regarded as the next wave of the Yellow Peril and hated from the start for their strange culture and food, dirty appearance, dubious morals, drug use, and of course, preparedness to work for low wages. That in all, there were only 2,000 of them in the entire state, most of them in one agricultural area. They did not drink alcohol, they worked hard, and they hardly used any drugs at all. That was ignored. They were Asiatics, so it stood to reason they used drugs and were a bad lot. Finger's fear that good white folk might be corrupted was preposterous. Most whites never came across marijuana, and those that did failed to comprehend much about it. Even those who should have done did not. When the Texas legislature debated the subject, one member declared, "All Mexicans are crazy, and this stuff is what makes them crazy." A Montana politician went further. "Give one of these Mexican beet field workers a couple of puffs on a marijuana cigarette, and he thinks he's in the bull ring in Barcelona." Stories of the effects of the loco weed appeared even in newspapers respected for their objective reporting. The New York Times, for example, ran the following article on July 6, 1927, under the headline, "Mexican Family Go Insane." Now, this story makes no sense to me. I want you to listen to this story and tell me what's wrong with this story. "A widow and her 4 children have been driven insane by eating the marijuana plant, according to doctors, who say that there is no hope of saving the children's lives and that the mother will be insane for the rest of her life. The tragedy occurred while the body of the father who had been killed was still in a hospital. The mother was without money to buy other food for the children, whose ages ranged from 3 to 15. So they gathered some herbs and vegetables growing in the yard for their dinner. 2 hours after the mother and children had eaten the plants, they were stricken. Neighbors, hearing outbursts of crazed laughter, rushed to the house to find the entire family insane. Examination revealed that the narcotic marijuana was growing among the garden vegetables. Wow. I guess they could have cooked it and got really wasted from cooking it. But normally eating it, you have to decarb it. So they can't just eat raw cannabis and get wasted. They'd have to have cooked it. All right. New York Times. See, that's the Hearst Anslinger stuff there. That's how they controlled the population with these stories, and they scared people. And they had stories about white women having sex with black men, and all this stuff about the jazz singers and the jazz musicians. And this was all part of the game that they played, and they're doing it again today. History repeats itself again and again, and you're watching it repeat itself again and again. There's more of the same. So we're going to go... we're going to Neptune. I'm going to add Neptune to the list. All right. Where's my... Oh, shoot. There it is. All right. Oh, man, I feel like playing a song before we go. Maybe I want to do one song. Let's see. What can I... Do we have any requests? I'll do one song before I get out of here. Oh my God! I want to thank cmmnj.org for helping us all these years. Where's my... There we go. Magical Butter, UFCW, Local 152, JacksonStorms.com, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop. Any requests for a song? I'm gonna check YouTube also. Anybody on YouTube want to hear anything? Yeah, you know, you don't call the popo, right, Vincent? You don't call the popo unless you want someone killed or something destroyed. This is true. We've learned this over and 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 over again. Yeah. Oh, that was loud. Oh, that was really loud. Uh-oh. I just lost my YouTube. I think I lost my YouTube. What happened? What happened? What the hell just happened? Oh my God. Did we... I'm still live? Where'd it go? Wait a minute. What happened? What happened? Am I still live on YouTube? What just happened? Oh, I wish I could show you what just happened to me. It looks like we're off YouTube. It really does. It looks like we're off YouTube. It says we're live. Oh, jeez. This is why I need a producer. It says we're live. Oh, this is so hurtful. And we're still live on Facebook. Blueberry Yum Yum. I don't know Blueberry Yum Yum. What is that? I don't know that song. I have a couple songs. I have, we got Busted by Johnny Cash. We got, You Can't Get No Weed Here. You Can't Get No Weed Here. You got the Curaleaf song. We got the Chucky Was Driving with the Cracked Windshield song. We got fought the bong fought the law. We got 5 Feet High and Rising. Got the rodeo song. We got what else? I think that's it. All right. Well, you're getting this one then.
Betfair is the #1
No.
online casino. I should know.
No.
I like that I can
No.
play my favorite casino.
Well, it's 40 below and I don't give a fuck. Got a doobie in my truck and I'm off to the ATC. It's fast to the left, take from the rack. And my only fucking dummy don't pass to the rack. Get out of the circuit, you fuck the rotation again. You piss me off. You fucking jerk. You get on my nerves. Well, here comes Johnny with a bong in his hand. He's a one-dab man and he's off for the ATC. It's fast to the left, take from the right. Come on, you fucking dummy, don't pass to the right. Get out of the circuit, you knock the head off again. You piss me off, you fucking jerk. Get on my nerves. Bong, 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 bong. 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 Well, it's hot as hell, I don't give a shit. Got my doobie all lit and I'm off to the ATC. It's pass to the left, take from the right. Come on, you fucking dummy, don't pass to the right. Get out of the circuit, rip the joint in half. You piss me off, you fucking jerk. Get on my nerves. Well, here comes Billy with a blunt in his mouth. He's down from the south, he's up to the ATC. It's fast to the left, take from the right. Come on, you fucking dummy, don't pass to the right. Get out of the circuit, put the rotation again. You piss me off, fucking jerk. Get on my nerves. Oh, you want me to sing Ludacris? Oh yeah, no, that's not happening. I tried to do the Cucaracha song and I couldn't do that. I tried to do the Cucaracha and I couldn't do it. That's a fun one. Oh, did we finish? We didn't finish playing Hackettstown. Hold on. Now we played Marina. Now here's Jamie.
For quite some time, I'm not sure what procedures you're following.
We missed this. Here, check this out.
That has anything to do with
Here.
Hackettstown, a comment or an issue that they would bring to us?
I've had my hand raised for quite some time. I'm not sure what procedures you're following. If my outburst makes me get a turn now.
I don't think they know what procedures they're following. They're supposed to follow Robert's Rules of Order, and they have no idea what the heck they're doing in Hackettstown.
Yes, you may. Your name, address, and last 4 digits of your phone number, please.
My name is Jamie Van Skyver. I'm of Paulsboro, New Jersey, and my phone number is irrelevant. I will not be giving that.
Okay, then we'll put you in the waiting room because we need to know if you're the same person so we can't be interrupted. Is this
I am
about
not
marijuana?
connected by telephone.
What does that mean? You see, we can't be interrupted. She's the one that wants to speak. You're interrupting her. You interrupted her. You just interrupted her, you idiots. You people, you're doing it wrong. You interrupted her. She has a right to speak. She gets 3 minutes in your friggin' town. 3. You get all day. We don't want to hear from you anymore. We want to hear from the public. It's a public meeting, you idiots.
I am connected by Zoom.
And then they muted her, and then they threw her off. And then they said something really bad.
Okay, is there anyone else has anything to do with Hackettstown that would like to make a comment?
You're disgusting. Disgusting display of everything in this.
Hearing none, we're going to continue with our agenda. Are there any other matters that may be brought by the mayor and council for action?
Listen to this at the end here. Listen to this.
Mayor, I just want to remind you that we do have a policy in place that limits the amount of public time anyone gets to speak. So
Yes, I know. When they were talking about the Jade issue, I wanted to let them go a little longer just so they didn't feel that, because that was an important issue. But I do realize.
Oh, that's an important issue. That gets 30 minutes, but talking about disabled war vets in your town, that you know, you can't talk about that. Let's talk about cancer in your town. No, we can't talk about that. The commies treat disabled war vets better than Hackett's Town. Just saying. And no offense to my commie friends. My American commie friends, I love them. I'm talking about the commies overseas that torture Americans. But even when they torture Americans in these prisons, they still give them medicine. They give you medicine. They want to keep you alive, so they give you the medicine. They say, "Here, I'll torture you, then we'll give you some medicine." Now, when they keep you, they eat, they feed you. They give you toilet paper. They give you medicine. You're not supposed to torture people, because of the Geneva Convention. We don't torture people anymore. But some people didn't get that memo. All right. Well, anyway. This is the, yeah, they made it up as they went along. All right, so we're going to go to Neptune. It's a new one. I don't know if we're live on YouTube anymore. I can't tell. I can't tell. It looks like we're still live. And I can't control anything on here. Shoot. It's really bad. I'm lost. I can see Facebook. I don't see my YouTube anymore. Alright, well, anyway. The list begins. And that's a sad list. Cheryl Miller starts our list off, and she started me with my activism. I was an activist when I met her, but I just wanted to get weed legal for so we could smoke it. And then I saw Cheryl, and I saw how it actually really did help multiple sclerosis. I mean, I knew that it gave you the munchies, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it'll help cancer patients because it gives them munchies. I knew nothing about the endocannabinoid system and how it helped until I met Cheryl, and I was just like, whoa. Cannabis really does help with a lot of things. Cannabis is really God's medicine. God really did put this here for us. It cures 1,000 things. I'm sure when they find out the exact number, cannabis will cure 1,111 things. I think that's the exact number. Yeah, I think you'll find that the exact number of cannabis cures is 1,111 things that cannabis will cure and treat. Yeah, prove me wrong. So yeah, Cheryl, thank you. Thank you for putting me on this journey, because she did affect me and put me on this journey of helping patients and changing my mind about a lot of things. Sabina Rose. Diane. Marie. Joan. Randy. Polly. Bill. Chad. Jeremy. Troy. Russ. Roger. Jay. Ella. Hattie. Jake. Armando. Lynn. Sean. Joyce. Lori. Brian. Thorne. Terry. Charlotte. Cher. Jaybird. Michael. Marley. Jeff. Hashtag they shall grow. Hashtag Jeff's Law. Hashtag compassion. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning,